Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Spoilers Wednesday, September 17th. Vital information. Pressing for details. Rude awakenings. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Wednesday, September 17th. Tease vital information. Pressing for details and rude awakenings. Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, has vital information. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, presses for details. And Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, has a rude awakening. Vital information. At home, Chase tells Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase, Amanda Seton, that he has information that would keep Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, from destroying her life. Make sure to check out our next week spoilers here. Do we spot a hint of annoyance in Brooke Lynn's face, considering Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, is her cousin, and Chase is her husband? Brooke Lynn can't have a favorable opinion about Willow, who recently destroyed Michael's life and practically destroyed Chase's when they were married. It looks like Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, is right. Chase cannot be objective whatsoever about his ex-wife, who by the way, cheated on him with Michael before she married him. Perhaps Brooke Lynn isn't the best person to share this information with in the first place. He's talking about his ex way too much. Willow and Tracy clash. Elsewhere in the Quartermaine mansion, Willow and Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, clash, as a very emotional Willow tells her, "For your sake, I hope you take it." Tracy looks unimpressed at whatever offer Willow's given her. She's not buying what Willow's selling. Presumably, Willow's delivering an offer from her dud of a boyfriend Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, even though she's engaged in some independent thinking lately. Or might it be her own deal she's offering? And can she even break through Tracy's tough exterior? Might Willow be trying to go through Tracy to make a deal with Michael regarding their children? Elsewhere, possibly in Cody Bell's, Josh Kelly, apartment in the Quartermaine stables, an exasperated Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, tells Cody to stop him from doing something stupid. Dante looks pretty frustrated. Might his frustration be with Britt, or is he frustrated over something else that affects his son Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr? Dante can have quite a temper, there's no doubt about that. He and Cody have known each other since they were children, so Cody's probably stopped him from doing stupid things before. Or, could Dante be upset at Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, over something she did, perhaps? There are plenty of situations that Dante might be asking Cody to stop him doing something stupid over. Pressing for details. At Bobby's, Carly is behind the counter talking to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, who's seated on a bar stool. She presses Jason for details about her children. Might she be suspecting something concerning Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy? Carly eyeballs Jason, putting him in an uncomfortable spot as she demands, "You find out something about one of my kids, you have to tell me." Jason's in a bind, because he promised Jocelyn he wouldn't rat her out to her mother regarding her WSB recruitment. In the meantime, it appears Joss is still in Australia with S. Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, who's supposed to be reassigned elsewhere while Joss goes back to Port Charles. Vaughn wants to know, what incentive does she have to keep her mouth shut? They're supposed to be off the Five Poppies case now that the resort is blown up and Britt's in Port Charles. Might he be talking about her? Is Jocelyn worried that Britt might bust her to her mother? She trusts Jason enough she doubts that he will, although Carly's making it difficult not to. Rude awakening. Elsewhere, Jason had promised Britt to find her a place to at least stay the night until she could make other arrangements. She won't go back to Nina's because her mother is there. Britt and Lisa Lobrecht, Kathleen Gotti, got into a battle royale and Nina couldn't make peace between the two of them. Britt appears to be on someone's couch, possibly at the Quartermaine mansion when she has a scratchy encounter and a rude awakening. Who might have discovered the unexpected houseguest crashing on their couch? Tracy seems to be occupied with Willow, while Cody's occupied with Dante. Port Charles is rarely quiet for long, and the week ahead proves that secrets, confrontations, and life-altering choices are waiting to explode. The residents are on the verge of shocking discoveries, emotional unraveling, and the kind of rude awakenings that change everything overnight. Vital information surfaces. The walls are closing in on several players, and one hidden truth could change the landscape of Port Charles forever. At the Quartermaine mansion, Michael stumbles across something he wasn't meant to find, a confidential file left behind by Tracy, who has been working double time to protect her own stake in ELQ. Inside the file is information that links Drew to a questionable offshore account. While Michael isn't sure if Drew is guilty of misconduct or if Tracy is planting evidence, the revelation could spell disaster for the company and for the Quartermaine name. Meanwhile, Sam finds herself in possession of a different kind of vital information. A mysterious call from an old WSB contact hints that the investigation into Jason's reappearance may not be as straightforward as it seems. The agent insists there's a file discrepancy that could explain why Jason was presumed dead and where he may have been held during his disappearance. Sam knows she must tread carefully. Does she loop Jason in immediately, or does she need proof before shaking his already fragile trust in the system? And over at GH, Liz overhears doctors whispering about a top-secret patient file being locked away under restricted clearance. Could this be connected to Nicholas, who has been moving in the shadows, or is it something much darker tied to the Cassadines? Pressing for details. Some people can't rest until the truth is dragged into the light. Carly wastes no time pressing Drew for answers once she notices his increasingly evasive behavior. Though he swears he's protecting her, Carly's gut tells her otherwise. She corners him at the Metro Court and bluntly demands to know what he's hiding. Drew's silence speaks volumes, and Carly isn't about to let the issue drop. Her determination may unravel more than Drew ever intended. Anna corners Valentine at his hotel suite. She's been piecing together fragments from her intel contacts and suspects Valentine is keeping something significant from her, possibly involving Pikeman. The tension between them sizzles as Anna insists she deserves the truth. Valentine, ever the master of half-answers, gives her just enough to keep her on the hook but not enough to satisfy her. Will Anna push too far and find herself in danger again? At Charlie's, Christina questions Molly about her recent erratic behavior. Molly has been cagey about her work and distracted from their shared surrogacy journey. When Christina presses for details, Molly blurts out something shocking about her caseload at the DA's office. The case could involve someone they both know, and suddenly, Molly's secrecy makes horrifying sense. Rude awakenings rock Port Charles. Not every revelation lands gently, and some awakenings will be downright brutal. For Willow, a rude awakening comes when she discovers that her fresh start as a teacher at the hospital wing may not be so smooth after all. An angry parent storms into her classroom, accusing her of favoritism and threatening to go public with a complaint. Willow is blindsided, struggling to keep her balance as her past health struggles, her marriage, and her work life all threaten to collide. Jocelyn also faces a bitter dose of reality when she discovers Dex has been keeping yet another secret about his work with Sunny. After overhearing a tense conversation between Sunny and Brick, Jocelyn realizes Dex may be in far deeper than he ever admitted. Her anger boils over, and she confronts Dex in a fiery showdown that could leave their relationship in tatters. At the same time, Sunny himself isn't immune to rude awakenings. He learns from Dante that the feds may be gearing up for another wave of indictments, and Sunny is back at the top of the list. Though he has weathered countless storms, Sunny's position has never been more precarious. If his empire crumbles, who in his inner circle will stay loyal, and who will betray him to save themselves? Perhaps the most shocking awakening comes for Laura, who receives unexpected word about Nicholas. After months of uncertainty, she gets solid proof that her son is alive, but not where she thought. The update leaves her shaken, forcing her to face the possibility that Nicholas has willingly stayed away, not out of necessity, but out of choice. For Laura, the emotional fallout could be devastating.